What's going on, guys? So we're going to pull out this stove and clean up behind it and get it ready because we have a new stove coming. This one is about 10 years old and the burners have stopped working on some of them, and it just doesn't have some of the new features and functionality that some of the newer stoves have, so we want to replace it. And then this Brown range hood also stopped working around the same time, and we've decided to upgrade it as well because it's about 10 years old and it just doesn't have the CFM output that we would like. So stay tuned. We're going to start off by pulling out the stove and cleaning up behind it and taking a look at the wiring connections, and then next we will remove this range hood and get it prepped for the new range hood that we're going to install. Alright, so I slid the stove out and let's take a look behind. So it isn't that bad. I'm gonna have to vacuum that up, but I've seen a lot worse. Just looking at the cable, it looks like it might be a 3-prong plug, which is fine. We can still make it work. So in the next step, let me vacuum up everything and disconnect the plug and then push the stove further out, and then we will proceed with taking apart the range hood. So these just lift out of the way like that. And you can see that there is a drywall screw over there, as well as, let's see if I can move this out of the way. There is a screw just left of this black box, and then there's also another screw. You can't really see it well on camera, but it's behind the fan on this side. We may have to take apart the fan housing to get to it, but first we need to remove this black box. That's where the 120 is coming in. I've already turned off the breaker. I used the Klein digital tracer that I talk about in another video to identify it. So we'll remove these screws, take the box out, cap off the wiring, and then we'll proceed with taking apart this range hood. Cover should just slide out. Let's go ahead and disconnect these spade connectors just to get more access. Yeah, I can see the 120 coming in. There's the neutral and the ground and the hot. That's the white, black, and the bare copper wire. So what I'm going to do next is let's verify that there's no power there with my voltage pen tester. Okay. And sorry, when I say voltage, I'm really checking to see if there's any power there. And if there was power, it would start beeping. But there is no power. And when I say beeping, beeping rapidly. Not like what it's doing right now. So I think we're good to take apart the wire nuts and proceed. It was really difficult to do this on camera, but I just disconnected these wire nuts so this is the power coming from the house, and there was a black wire connected to this going to the fan, as well as a white wire for the neutral, and the There's the ground wire that goes to the fan, and then this is the ground wire coming from the house. So I'm going to use these Wago lever nuts and put them on the wires so that I can turn the power back on if I need to, because this is on a circuit with other things that we use, unfortunately, so I can't just leave it off until we're done. I just realized that I have to uncap these wires, because when I take this range hood out, you see this, this is pretty small, so these Wago lever nuts are not going to fit through that hole when I'm trying to take the range hood off of the wall. So I'm going to have to keep the power off for a little bit longer, but that's okay. And I removed 2 screws from this side already. These were the drywall screws that were here. There's one over here, and there was one behind this black box that you can't see. There's still one on this side that I can't get to, so what I'm gonna do next is try to get this fan housing out. I'm not entirely sure how to remove it, but we're gonna figure it out. And even if it gets damaged in the removal process, it's okay, because we're getting rid of this range hood. So that's gonna be the next step. Okay, so I looked at the fan housing and I couldn't see where the screws were that were holding it in place. I see these rivets. So at this point, I'm using any means and method to get this thing out so that I can get access to the screw behind here. So that's where we're at right now. All right, so to give you an update, there is a screw back there. And now you can start to see, or maybe you can't, the screw that's back there. But I think I have enough access now to remove these 2 screws that are back here. Originally thought it was 1. So let's get to that next. All right, so I've removed the 2 screws. Well, I removed the screw that was right here, and the last one that was really hard to get to doesn't seem to really be doing anything anymore, so I'm holding it up right now with one hand. So now I'm going to just take it off the wall and feed the wire through there. So that's what's next. All right, so I have it almost out of the wall here. Let's see if I can get this out with one hand. And there you have it. So the new range hood will go in this location, and hopefully everything will fit perfectly. So that'll be the next step. And then you can do whatever you want with this.